Wasn't lane right now. Take him away. Nico, similar story here. But the third ban on red side is full flex.
Quadra flex? Yumi, top lane?
I mean, that flexibility,
it's
at least being
continuing.
teased here with the Sion, they will lock it in. And now for Liv Sandbox, you know, you're looking at this Nautilus that could be a jungle flex, but you're not sure if you actually really want to play this without knowing what the matchup is going to be. A Kindred was considered here, but I actually like the Nocturne a lot more because it allows you to get past all of that peel. The Grog.
All right. T1 fans, a little bit louder than the Liv Sandbox fans this time, but we'll see whether the cool kids can win over some hearts after this game one. Because I think there are definitely avenues in, right? Like, I'm looking at this top side of the map for T1, and yes, there is some lane priority here and there. I think that Gragas does fine in the early levels especially. Azir can always shove, things like that. But I think, like, you get to level 6, you're in those skirmishes, things like that. Nocturne hits his level 6 timing. Now, Liv Sandbox have some things that they can do. However, you know, nameplates play a part.
A few days ago, or maybe it was even yesterday, about hold that thought though.
Yeah, Bertel could be in trouble here. The Alcove Gaming, I think it might be an Alcove Grave here for Bertel, as he is at least moving the Sion around and being frustrated. Slice, dice, what? He's alive! He doesn't even have to flash! What is this? He's a god!
Yeah.
Why have you only played 4 games of Renekton?
That was pretty clean, and I think that Zeus and
the CS underneath this turret towards the top side, so he's going to even that thing out. But a Gragas that is just going even and actually losing these trades in the top side is not the one that you want, as Willer has already started off this Rift Herald. We do have an Aphelios on the bottom side of the map as Kyle's looking to try and get out of here. Ona with a cat. He's going to see what he can do to steal this one away. Faker moving in. Closer also here. As Bertel, a lot of value from that Q, but he's still going down extraordinarily low. There's the cast. So much CC here from T1 as the paranoia is utilized. Bertel stays alive, though. It's Kyle. The locks down the kill. The Rift Herald's getting in amongst it as well as Bertel. He flashes the ult, but I don't know whether it's going to be enough. The final chapter coming through here. The Nocturne is dead, and Kyle's like, guys, where is everyone? What are we doing? The shortest dredge line of all time will spell the end of the anchor man. Not Will Ferrell. That is Bad Kyle. Never mind. He survives. You never doubt the man from BioShock. As, oh my goodness, the Q's not going to be enough. Faker does manage to get the crocodile. He executes himself on the way out.
Yeah, Closer here at least is going to pick up some plate gold off of the Rift Herald, but that is all. They don't have enough prio here, Liv Sandbox, to actually turn this into a Herald play. I think they really desperately wanted to. Triforce is done here for Teddy, but fortunately, they just don't have any setup here to get a backline pick or any backline access at all, in fact. So I think that they should probably just vacate. They're going to try to teleport for it.
All right, we're going for a 5v5 as Bertel, are you going to be okay, is the question. Sentinel going to turn up here as well, right for the fight. As Q's going to get charged, that is going to be the Rift Herald taken, and now the paranoia comes in. Teddy trying to get the work done. He can't cleanse the Emperor's Divide, though, as Bertel looks for the backline. He gets on top of Gumayushi, and it's somehow Teddy that locks down the kill. Now he's free hitting Zeus, just getting out of there, and the cool kids, they didn't panic, and they're looking to take down T1. Teddy now looking for Ona, who goes down extraordinarily low, and I think that he might be dead. It's going to take a little bit of time.
They're looking for Faker, too, with a teleport here from Closer. Faker will get out.
Yeah, Faker gets out. Ona is just walking to... Yeah, I think, yeah, he's just dead. And they did buy a lot of time, but in the end, the team fight gets won by Liv Sandbox. And Wolf, the most
certified on a flank, making sure that does not happen. But as they reset here, Liv Sandbox now are going to get, for the first time, real strong Drake prio in this game here. And with the setup they have here with so much backline access, it's hard to actually approach this. Zeus sweeping around the other side, but I think T1 should just let this go. Now, they're going to turn this into a turret in mid. Liv Sandbox, can they punish? I think the answer is no.
Yeah, this could be a double charge. This is just a macro outplay here by T1 in the mid lane. Zeus just blocking Bertel's advance, who wants to try and get over here and start some sort of fight. Teddy by himself right now, but there is that double charge, and it's just double turrets in this mid lane. Liv Sandbox, I don't know whether one can...
As I guess it's more often called. And T1 just have a lot of map control here with this mid turret down. You can see they could force threatening plays here, push Liv Sandbox back, and so it's not just gold you gain from that play, especially when you have in his ear.
Emperor's Divide is going to be avoided there as now Closer finds a charm onto Faker. Kyle is moving up, though Bertle's here as well. And I think Faker might be dead, guys. The crown was broken a while ago, and that is back-to-back charms here for Closer. Having a great performance in that particular 1v1 until Bertle comes over and says, I'll take that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Willer here doesn't have vision on where Guma is anymore. Guma should be able to get this back off for free, push that.
T1 move over towards this Baron, so I think the turrets are going to be ignored once more. So the Sandbox are required to get over here. There is no teleport on this Crocodile. And Zeus is standing on a control ward, not going to be able to body slam away here, as now we're looking for the turn. Fear is going to connect. Zeus already taking a lot of damage. He's kind of out of this fight, as there's the paranoia. Teddy setting up, getting into position. Another hook is going to connect, this time onto Owner as the final chapter comes on through. Emperor's Divide to get rid of Bertle, as now Gumayushi dashing forward. Teddy cleansing, flashing, getting the heck out of there. And T1, they lose no one, and now they're back on the Baron. These health bars on Liv Sandbox just cannot stand up to it.
Teddy just doesn't have ult here.
Oh, a very nice charm, and that's going to be the kill. It's a Duskbringer.
I mean, Teddy, if he can get back in here.
Oh, Will, okay, 2,000. There it is, the steal, and he gets out. This is what Willa does. Do not let him get in for these steals, as Gumayushi's not even able to find the kill just yet. Closer, he goes golden. There is the stun onto Gumayushi, and he's taken down. The Cat finds another partner, but he's going to be knocked off again. And Liv Sandbox, if it wasn't certified before, it bloody well is now. As Zeus, he's going to go down as well. Faker is like, I can't, guys. I can't. As the Extendo beam comes through, and they're like, Teddy, can you come back onto our team now? Please, as Faker is going to get the shield from the Shifting Sands, manages to get the kill onto Kyle. That's what we expect from the GOAT, but it's still a triple kill for the Zeri.
It's a triple kill for the Zeri. It's so fun to watch T1 do stuff like this, where they have Guma in such good position while they set up an Azir turret, get Perma Prio here, then kite over to Baron. They played this so well. Guma was never really under any threat, and now they're going to try to start this up and look for the turn.
Oh dear. Let's see whether Willa can do it again, as Bertle does have a great flank angle. This Baron is going down extraordinarily quickly, but they're holding it at about 3K. Liv Sandbox now moving in. Willa towards this pit right now, as they're just trying to get rid of Bertle. They do not want him to be a problem, as now Baron is going to reset, and the Phalanx will be put back together here by T1. Duskbringer spots out Zeus, and now they think that they are going to have the opportunity. Teddy gets over the wall, but Kyle is just eliminated before they can do anything. He cannot move quickly enough, and that is going to be the pick-off that T1 thinks gives them this Baron. And you know what? I think they're right.
And it looks like Liv Sandbox is just going to go with their tail between their legs here, straight to their third Chemtech Drake of the game, and say, well, this is all we can get out of this. There's not even any outer turrets we can pick up with money. And Bertle kind of blowing everything early in that fight, including his dominance. So when he decides that he wants to go in and is zoned away, he's like, I'm ultless, I'm out here on a flank, I can't fight. And Kyle is looking for an angle, but he can't find one. And it's almost like you could put, you know, when you turn on screen lock and the champion is centered, Puma is like centered in T1. Everyone is blocking for him. He cannot be collapsed on. He's exactly where he needs to be. And Liv Sandbox can't front to back this without really initiating onto one of those squishy targets, and they can't do it without Renekton.
Yep, they're just making sure that they center their camera on their AD carry at all times. It does make some sense here, as Teddy's going to get slowed down a little bit, but he should otherwise be okay. His Kraken Slayer is now completed as well, actually. So 4 items on this Zeri. Is now Zeus looking for Bertle, but now the engage. Paranoia comes down the cast. Fantastic to break up the fight, but I don't know whether it's going to be enough here, as Faker looks to come in. Teddy's going to avoid the Emperor's Divide. Kyle not so lucky. The Aphelios is already dead, though.
And he's alive.
Sandbox's fight. Teddy's alive, but he's not shooting anyone because he cannot get over the wall. The charm from max range, and Faker will be taken out. Another Zeri moment for Liv Sandbox, and now they should be able to take some pretty decent turrets.
Oh, for sure. I mean, this is going to be permanent damage to the base here. Liv Sandbox going to now just push down mid. Both teams playing this fight incredibly well, but Liv Sandbox just had so many tools, and they used them extremely well. Even with the stopwatch coming through from Guma, he is just not able to survive. And this should be at least an inhibitor going down here. T1. 15 seconds on Guma, so that should be enough to defend. Liv Sandbox grab this. Can they grab more?
Now the charm is going to connect here. Closer has been playing so well, But Zeus is mega tanky. He's got the best damage item in the game as well, as Teddy's trying to get through him, but it's not going to work out there as Zeus does get pushed.
Here, like every single setup is in, like, look at all the vision and lack of vision here for T1. How do you come in here? You have to slowly clear these wards with your tank. Zeus and Owner leading the charge. Guma, he's got a little bit of overheals here. There's the shield from Yuumi. Guma has to pop off in this fight with Faker, or this is a done deal.
This is the first time that the setup has been on Live Sandbox. They do manage to find the hook. The charm is there on Owner as well. He's taking so much damage, Thornmail or no. Still, will survive for the moment. And they can't afford to let him go down. We saw what happened last time, remember. The Baron was just picked up as another hook will connect, this time onto the other tank, who's soaking a lot of damage. Kyle doesn't have too many more of them in him, as that health bar is getting very low. Closer on that flank angle.
Yeah, he is spotted by this ward here. They're going to let him know as well. He's going to move away. Owner trying to get some of that healing back here, but Yuumi just doesn't offer the same amount of sustain she used to. And on Jungle Sion here, you're just slowly trying to get it back here, shielding his way forward.
These health bars are really starting to whittle down. Paranoia comes through yet again as Teddy locks down a kill onto the jungler, but the health bar lead is still there for T1. It is still relevant as Kyle is completely out of this battle. Willa at full health, Bertle pretty healthy as well, but so is Gumayushi. And he is the most important part as they turn onto Bertle, and he's just going to have to flash, but he's still going to die. And now Closer, the next straggler, Live Sandbox. You have to get some control here as he looks to try and get out. The Spirit Rush going to be there. Okay, it's decent as Teddy now thinks it's his opportunity. They managed to lock down Zeus, but already Kyle is just eliminated. He does cleanse, and Teddy gets exhausted, has to flash. The final chapter is going to be there, and the Zeri will go down to the GA. Goodbye, Ari. And Live Sandbox, they tried to get it done, but 1,000 gold into the coffers of Faker.
Oh, the team fight of the fight. T1 push to end.
Yeah, Bertle is going to be up, but I don't know whether one lone crocodile is going to be enough as Willa dives forward, wants to try and kill these minions as best he can. Bertle does a decent job of that as he's going to get knocked up, will get taken down. There is no more minions left, so at least there's that. As Paranoia going to come through yet again. Willa just trying to do anything that he can, but it's going to be a probable triple kill here for Gumayushi in the back end as Zeus not going to allow that one to happen. Closes turn to run through, does pad that KDA a little bit, but T1 will narrowly steal the victory over Live Sandbox. Is kind of how I want to say it, but it's probably not really.